All right, yesterday, and this isn't helping Fez at all. So Tommy Z comes over, and he brings me some spectacular cigars. Now, great guy. The problem with Tommy Z is it's never goodbye time. It's always, when I come, then we'll go to a restaurant after, and when we're done the restaurant, let's go to a bar. The male bonding thing with him, it just goes on, and it's not something I understand. Because I feel like if you're doing a show together, highlight of your day. Who cares if you go and have shrimp later? That's a letdown. Being on the air is the highlight, right? That's, what you should be thinking about doing. That doesn't interest him. It's always the dinners after the fact. That's why we're 6 months into this and still can't get him to pay off his bet with Fez. So we're going to go to this cigar club on the upper east side of Manhattan. And so I said to Tommy, I'll go with you. I look over, Fez is walking back and forth. So I thought, you know what? This could be fun for Fez. I've been to this place before. Great food, great cigars, great drinks. It's a little, upscale night. Then I see Earl. I go, Earl, would you like to come, since he's taken us out to Florio's twice? And I'm going to pick up the tab for all of us, make it a spectacular day. We walk over there, having a great time, walking through Central Park. We're smoking these great cigars that Tommy brought back with him. We get to the club. We're heading in. They stop us for Fez's shoes. Now, he's not the only one wearing sneakers. But basically they said, if they were black, okay. These are toddler shoes. He's got this neon piping. Are you wearing them today?
Yes.
These shoes.
Oh my God!
Now, these shoes.
Joseph and the Technicolor shoes.
Which I busted your balls about them before when you got them.
Right, yeah.
I go, did someone give them to you? Why would you get them?
Yeah, they're my Watleys. They have Watley on them. They're my custom Nikes that were a gift.
Why would they come in with the yellow piping and all that? Which I guess embarrasses people in a bar.
Yeah, it should. He's got yield signs on his feet.
Now, this is the way, like Tommy Z is. He wants to... Please put those stink shoes down.
Oh, you done?
Yeah, I can't look at them, and I picked up a little bit of aroma. So he says to me, well, what do you think? What do I think about what? So Fez picks up that Tommy Z wants him gone now, right? Because he wants to go in this place so bad. And Fez goes, well, my, subway's not far. Why don't you guys go? I go, fuck no. You know what I mean? Like, not good enough for my friend, not good enough for me. And I see Tommy Z is just crushed by this.
Oh, yeah, and he's continuing the conversation. I've already been humiliated
Right.
on the street. I can't get in the place. I see Tommy Z with the guy at the door, and they're pointing at my shoe. It's my worst fears. I always assume everyone's talking about me anyway. And now here they are actually doing it.
Now, oddly enough, I can't be as happy as I am now. No meal and cigars and drinks could be as thrilling as Fez's shoes being discussed about like this. It was fucking fantastic for me. So then Tommy walks over to me and goes, can you go to your house and give him a pair of your shoes?
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I go like this. A, I'm not fucking making concessions for these people at this fucking, place. And B, I ain't putting duck feet in a pair of my fucking shoes. I might as well throw them away.
Not good for the self-esteem, but yeah.
But
that was part of the on-street discussion.
Your feet fat out. And there's nothing that I can do. Any shoes I gave you would be ruined.
I have my father's feet, and yes, they're wider than they are long.
Well, what's he walking on now if you got his feet?
You think Fez would have better balance?
So then I go, just fuck this place. We're not playing these games. And I roll like this. If I'm in a bar, my friend gets thrown out, I'm fucking leaving too. I'm at a ball game, my friend gets thrown out, I'm leaving. Concert. I don't like that shit. Go waiting in the car until we're done with the fun. That's fucking embarrassing to me. You're not fucking, it's like if I was a ball player down south in the 50s. I'm not going to let Earl sleep in the bus while I'm in a nice hotel room. We all go staying on the other side of the tracks. What's the big deal? Fuck this joint. I've been thrown out of better places than this before. But Z, while we're fucking eating at a French restaurant I take us all to, and we all had great food.
Yeah.
He keeps talking about the cigars. Man, I wish we were smoking that cigar. And then when it's over, he wants me to go back to the fucking cigar place. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give these motherfuckers the satisfaction of coming back without my fucking friend with kaleidoscope fucking shoes.
He kept it up all through the meal, just making me feel worse and worse about my feet and my shoes. And on the street, with trying to get us in there, I actually heard the maitre d' or whoever seats us, whatever, point at my shoes and go, "Look at them." And he would not let it rest.
Oh, my God.
It was fucking great.
What a freak show.
It was. It was fucking great.
Look at them.
So, now Tommy Z doesn't, I know that he does business with those people, because the first time that he interviewed me, he took me over there, and we had everything comped. We were in the fucking place. Everything was taken care of, you know. But now he looked like he had nothing, right?
Yeah, I thought the mighty Z-Man had some stroke at this place. He's talking about how he goes there all the time. He runs the joint. Oh, he's this, he's that.
I don't know if you said all that.
He did.
All right, now I did get an email from Z this morning, if you want to fucking hear it or not.
Apologizing?
No, it's not an apology. It's what now he goes back to the place by himself. So he says to me, I'm going to go back there and smoke some cigars. You know? My thing is I can smoke anywhere I want. I don't fucking give a shit about this place. So this is really long. So he goes back and he says he goes back to the fucking bar. He's sitting there that night. And he's watching the Rangers game on the big screen. About halfway through the first period, the bartender changes the channel to the Yankee game. I call the assistant manager over, and he says that a group in front of him wants to watch the Yankees. I'm like, the Rangers are in a playoff, and this could be the last game of the year if they lose. He says he'll turn it back after the inning. Meanwhile, I get a hold of the general manager, who I've talked with before. I tell him all about my Honduras trip. And then I bring up the fact that this guy wouldn't let my friend in the club. He goes, yeah, normally I would have let you and your friends in. But my assistant managers told me that the one guy's sneakers were really loud and glowed in the dark.
They're not light-em-ups.
And that's one thing we're pretty strict about. I
want to see that written down in their bylaws.
Now, this is what Z-Man writes. I told him that it hurt my friend's feelings so much he has to go into a mental hospital next week.
Why is he telling people that?
So he turns the Rangers back on, and some 23-year-old stockbroker douchebag punk starts screaming that he wants to watch the Yankees. And I'm like, dude, the hockey game was on first, and we'll switch to the ball game after the period. He looks at me and yells, hockey sucks, asshole. I get off the bar stool. I point at him. Remember, we're in a very upscale, well-to-do establishment. And I yell out, blow me, asshole! Just try changing the channel. You know the classic movie or TV scene where the needle in the record goes, and the whole place stops to look at you? That's exactly what happened. So the punk gets up like he's all badass and he's going to start something. And the general manager comes over and said, sit down, buddy. You're a hockey fan tonight. Then he turns to me and winks and says, it's the least I can do since we dissed your friend.
What? That is ridiculous! Dirty Harry Z-Man talking down a pumpkin in the cigar restaurant.
Now, none of this stuff happened in front of us.
Yes, exactly. He went on some great adventure.
He wanted Fez to go get my used shoes and put them on.
Yeah.
But afterwards, he went back there and went Death Wish on the fucking bar.
Yeah, exactly. What a maniac. He is insane.
And by the way, when the whole bar wants to watch the ball game, what are you doing putting on the hockey game? You got a fucking home of your own.
Yeah.
Why should everyone have to suffer through a sport that they don't care about when you're the only one there?
Yeah. And
what if you just yell out, I love Project Runway, and tonight is the finale? It doesn't fucking make any sense. You watch what they watch. It's a fucking majority sitting.
The king of everywhere he goes has to argue just to get that much done.
I doubt very much. I mean, this is definitely not the guy that we had dinner with last night.
Oh, no. No, not at all.
And then he's still bringing up stuff like your sneakers glow in the dark. Like, this guy will never forget it. Like, he goes home to his wife. Oh, what a day. Some fucking asshole tried to get into the place with these stupid toddler shoes. I swear to God, they were glowing. Remember that Batman thing where everything was neon? The whole gang was neon? That's what his fucking shoes look like.
I guarantee you that man never brought up my glowing shoes to him while they're arguing Rangers or Yankees.
Tonight they were hockey fans. It's the least they could do.
After we
Tonight
kissed.
you're hockey fans. Oh my gosh, dramatic.
His story doesn't make any apology to Fez or anything.
No.
The manager doesn't say sorry. He's like, the least I can do is put on a fucking Rangers game.
I'm sure everyone just froze as the good, the bad, and the ugly music came on for his showdown.
And there hasn't been a record player in any establishment since 1968.
He is a maniac.
He just went and watched Animal House. That's all he did.
He had to come up with some sort of adventure because he was pissed that we didn't go to his place.
Then he said to the punk, "Mind if we dance with your dates?" I know what you're thinking, pal.
What a jerk off. Fez did not need that last night. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. It's one last... I feel crazy enough as it is, and it's one last humiliation. Just cart me off right there from the sidewalk.
You can have Jeffrey Tambor's letter, Fezzy, and enjoy it in the Nut Hut.
God.
Are you going to wear those shoes when you go in tomorrow?
I'm going to wear them proud. I'm going to wear them on my hands, Dave.
Why does everybody get so strong when their friends aren't around? Why is you guys missed it? I fucking took everybody down.
Because it's all bullshit.
I know. When people tell me a story, I never believe any story that they won the fight. I only believe when they go, then they fucking pulled me through the window, they kicked me in my asshole, and they made me lick their balls. Then I'm like, what a great story. Have a beer. But as soon as it gets into, he faces down a bar. And again, if you read the story, he's in the wrong. Everybody in the bar wants to watch the Yankees game.
Yeah. And can I just say that this email comes the morning after we had a dinner of very heroic Tommy Z-Man stories where everything he told he was the hero or the genius in the story.
What, like when he got so hot that they had to take him into a fucking air-conditioned room and give him fresh mango juice?
The only thing that could have saved him.
Right now, he's in some fetal fucking position listening to his radio.
A maniac.
He's a fucking fun guy, though. You gotta admit that. When you get a letter like that from somebody, it will fucking crack you up.
It's so long.
I know. That's longer than the last 52 emails I've ever sent out in my life.
I think I got an email from you one time that just said here. It was an attachment.
That's plenty.
Here, 4 fucking letters.
I send stuff and just write print, so I don't have to use my own printer.
I know.
Fuck
And
this.
I get the print one, and then I forget, and I try to click on where you typed print.
That's stupid. All right, so that was our big night last night. Your real last night of freedom.
Yeah, before I go away.
Unless you want me to, Fezzy, you want me to turn the car over that George Washington Bridge, I will. And I'll just keep going west. First we'll stop in Chicago. You said you always wanted to see a Cubs game. Then we'll head out west to some little town where people are different. You'll get a job, maybe as a bartender. And then I'll have one last drink, one last sip of whiskey with my son. And that'll be it. I never want you to call, and I never want you to come back. And I believe in a heavenly reward. And I know that I'll be reunited with you and your mom there. But I never want to see you again before then. It's up to you, Fez. Either that or it's off to a nut hut for a week of group therapy. It doesn't bother me either way.
I'm going to go to the nut hut. Rest camp.
By the way, fucking Earl ordered a dinner last night. Couldn't eat a bite. What a fucking woman he is.
Has he gotten his stomach stapled?
Well, we found out that he had a little sandwich before he went. But instead of going,
chicken.
I don't want to go out to dinner. Here, why don't I waste the $28 plate of fucking ravioli in front of you?
Well, I thought I ate most.
You ate none of it.
Did you not like
pushed it around.
Because the food was delicious.
I absolutely loved it. It was spectacular.
You're
it
a
was
bullshit
very
liar.
Rich. Very
Like a
rich,
woman.
Very full. Filling.
Then another thing,
Very filling. One ravioli.
Tommy Z is bringing up fucking stories in the restaurant while we're eating of a story that he read about, germs in restaurants. And he's doing it with Fez.
Yeah, he has got no timing, no couth, no anything.
This might be shocking, but I think Tommy lacks tact.
He does.
I think,
And that's why they take up a vote and tell him to shut the fuck up and then get rid of his steamer trunk.
4 or 5 beers tonight, just chilling out. Gonna watch a little playoff basketball. That's all I ask.
Why don't you go out with Z-Man in case you really need to? Because he'll get that ball game on.
Wear great, fabulous shoes.
Why are you embarrassed of your shoes?
I'm not
Because
embarrassed
they kept
of
us
my
from
shoes.
having a nice dinner. And even Earl has gotten into that place before.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Because he wears shoes.
I have shoes. There's nothing wrong with these shoes.
Oh, I agree. If you're 3, you could get into any ball pit in the country wearing those shoes.
I didn't know we were eating at the Snobbery.
Well, I don't even know what that means. All right.